Welcome back, guys, to another episode of The Gaming Fool. And today we're going to be talking about Apex Season 3. But before we get started on any of that good stuff, I just got to say one thing. I've been listening to all of your guys' feedback, and I just wanted you guys to know that I've changed quite a few things. I sound a lot better. I look a lot better. I have a lot more personality going on in the background. I'm not sitting on the floor. So kudos to that one. Whew. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about Apex.
So Apex Season 3 had some major changes, especially when compared to the previous seasons. The most noticeable change, as everybody might know, is the new map called World's Edge. And I just gotta say that the guys over at Respawn did a fantastic job with this map. I mean, it looks great, whether it be the giant open fields or the snowy cities. I feel the map has a unique feel to it, especially for a battle royale genre. I even found a rare moment that happened to me where me and my squad died from the storm and there was just no way that we could escape it.
Oh, wow. That was wild.
I'm down.
What the fuck? That was crazy.
Those types of interactions really make the map feel alive, knowing that there are different angles in the map where I can legitimately be pressured to the point where I get trapped and there's not a single thing that I can do about it. Back in my Fortnite days, in seasons 3 and 4 of Fortnite, one of my biggest issues that I had with the game was the fact that they didn't drop any new maps. You know, they changed the maps a little bit, you know, Tilted Towers and Tomato Town and all of that other good stuff, but to me it just wasn't enough to keep me hooked to Fortnite, and that's eventually why I left Fortnite to start playing Apex. Alright, now I want to talk about Crypto. Crypto is the newest character to Apex Season 3, and I personally think that he is incredible. He's a little OP, but I feel like he is going to be a really heavily used character, especially in ranked. His late game abilities are just, they just can't be ignored. The drone keeping track of the enemy 24/7, it's just really hard to keep up with this character. And I think that his character was also handled very well. His debut and everything, I feel like it was even taken care of a lot better than even characters like Watson. So the next thing that I really wanted to talk about, and this is probably the most important part of my entire review, is the interactions. I personally think that these interactions, such as the vault, by looking up keys and opening up this vault that lets you have access to super rare loot, was incredibly genius. Not only genius in the sense to make the game more engaging, but it also makes the map feel more alive. This world feels very believable. And I really like the idea with it, and also going with the train. The fact that you can turn the train on and off, and those types of little interactions, I really feel like have a strong impact in the way that you play the game. Now going forward though with this, even though I give Respawn a lot of kudos for this, it could hurt them because now, because of something like this, I'm actually expecting this as a trend. I really hope that they continue to follow this pattern of creating different types of interactions inside of these maps, maybe different types of trapdoors and things like that. Giving it a perfect example of Star Wars Battlefront 2, if any of you guys had played it, and I'm not talking about EA Battlefront, I'm talking about Star Wars Battlefront 2. They had things like in the Death Star, if you blew up this thing, certain parts of the map would lift up, or in Mustafar the platforms would separate, and I just think that that is a really cool idea. And like I said, I'm really hoping that they really continue to keep pushing these types of trends. So moving on to the weapons, I gotta say that I am pretty disappointed that the Disruptor rounds are no longer inside of the game, and the same thing with the Skull Piercer. There might be a little bit of biasm towards it because I did start enjoying the longbow a lot more towards the end. Outside of the Disruptor rounds and the Skull Piercer, I also wanted to talk about the new hop-ups, which are the Avil and the EVA 8 Double Tap, or in the G7 Scout. Of all the things that have released, in my honest opinion, have been really incredible, but the Double Tap and the Avil, in my honest opinion, seem really bad. They did not seem creative. They didn't seem fun. It honestly felt like they were completely out of ideas for the hop-ups. And so to just toss out the disruptor rounds, even though they, instead of fixing the balancing issues with it, they just got rid of it entirely, I didn't really like that. And to make matters worse, they added this new gun called the Charge Rifle. Now, a lot of people love the Charge Rifle. Don't get me wrong, it's an amazing gun, but it's ridiculously OP. I think it's completely unfair in the fact that it only costs 1 bullet. What they should have done, instead of making the double tap, they should have made a gold hop up for that gun specifically. And they could have named it One Shot. And then instead of the beam using, 3 bullets a shot or something along those lines, it could be, 1 bullet. And I think that would help create a huge balance for that gun, because right now it's just everyone's using it. It's really annoying. You don't even really need that much accuracy with it. You just kind of point in the direction that you think someone's in and you shoot. And the final thing that I wanted to talk about is the new rank system. So I don't know if you guys played Apex Season 2, but if you didn't, the system was a lot different. For example, you would only get 1 point for a kill. Now it's 12 points, and it would only cost like 30 points from 0 to gold to go into bronze, and now it's like in the thousands. It's all changed up. But change isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially because the new ranking system is a lot more beneficial for team playing. And I think that's super important for a game like Apex, obviously, because it's completely team focused. And so why not get team rewarding points? One of the issues that I had when playing solo squads is that a lot of these people would be really upset with me if I got a kill, because I thought that I was trying to save them. I didn't want my partner to die, so I would get the kill. And other little things like that that would just really upset people, making the game a little bit more tense than it has to be. I just wasn't a huge fan of it, and nobody wants any of that nonsense, so happy that it's, been reduced down quite a bit. So despite some of the flaws that I mentioned previously in the video, Apex Season 3 has been pretty great in my honest opinion, and I really don't have too much negative to say about it. I think Respawn deserves a lot of positive feedback from this, and I do hope that Apex Season 4 carries on, because so far the trend that they've set between Apex Seasons 1, 2, and 3 have been great. All of them have been great follow-ups. A lot of them have had more content. A lot of them have been a lot more engaging, so I really look forward to see what Respawn has in store in the future. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up this video, guys. But before you guys go, I did have a couple of more things to say. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you guys want to hear more from the Gaming Fool. If you guys want to become a fool, go ahead and hit that subscribe. And also, I do stream Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so I hope to see your guys' beautiful faces on my stream soon, and we get to know each other a little bit better. So you guys have a great night, and thank you for watching again. See you soon.